Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it with Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to hit his man out the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The 20-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's
Let's go the other way. And take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow on third down.
We'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Miners.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Sacramento.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Smith catches left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Joe. And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down the hole before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Prescott. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And out of bounds right around the 20. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Got a man, it's Judy complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down to give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
First down. Here's Burrow. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yards and a Sacramento first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it third down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Harris has it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
2nd and 9 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Second and 10. Now Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Coleman now. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
The score, Saints 14, Niners 13.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, second and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Williams. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Completes it to Judy. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
2-yard line.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Saints 21, Niners 13.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That's Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 3rd down.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Burrow. Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 84 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Sacramento first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, it's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. It's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out right at the 35. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Turnover on down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.